What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we are back on NBA 2K22 current gen for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to build the best two-way sharpshooter in NBA 2K22 current gen. This build is super good. It has amazing shooting, defense, and it can also play make and finish, but obviously the primary focus is on shooting and defense. And this build is really good in the park, rec, pro-am, my career, wherever you're playing. It's super good. You can be the primary ball handler, you can play off ball. It's just a really good all-around build, and I'm gonna show you how to build it right here. But before we get into that, I just want to mention really quickly, if y'all have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. Only about 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel, so if you click that subscribe button right now, you can join the 2% gang. I really appreciate it, helps out a lot. But with all that being said, without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so first things first, on this screen, nothing really matters too much. The only thing that's important is you want your position to be a shooting guard, the hand, jersey number, name, none of that really matters too much. You can set that up however you want, then just go ahead and click continue. Now for the skill breakdown, you want to go down pretty far, all the way down to the primary green, but a little bit of red one, this one right here. And the reason that you're choosing this one over the perfectly balanced one between green and red, which is this one right here, is basically just for the extra shooting. Now this one is good as well, it will be able to shoot, but this other one is just a little bit better, and you really don't lose any defense, so it's just a little bit better. You get your three-pointer all the way up to an 89, and you're gonna have a ton of shooting badges. The only downside to taking this pie chart is the defense badges won't be quite as good, but still, this is definitely the pie chart that you're gonna want to take for this build, the little bit more green than red one. Then for the physicals profile right here, this one you obviously want to take the top one. This is by far the best one for any guard build. This one right here is also decent, but this one is definitely the one that you're going to want to go with. The top one, majority purple, boom, 87 speed, that's what you want right there. Now for the attribute and badge distribution right here, first off for the finishing, you're just going to want to go ahead and move your close shot up one below max, then move your driving layup and your driving dunk up to max right there. And you won't actually be able to get any dunk animations or anything like that on this build. You will be able to do dunks, but you won't be able to get any dunk animations since it's obviously a primary outside build, not a slasher build, but you will be able to finish at the rim very consistently with this right here. And you'd only have one finishing badge, but again, more of an outside build, and that one finishing badge will be enough. You'll be able to finish at the rim, but you're not going to be like a slasher or anything crazy like that. Then you want to go into the shooting. For the shooting, you want to max out your mid-range, three-pointer, free throw, and then you just want to put your post fade up right here until you get those 23 shooting badges, which is going to be the perfect amount. I will show you how to put on these shooting badges at the end of the video, but 23 will be the perfect amount of shooting badges. And then you can go down to your playmaking right here. For playmaking, you want to max out pass accuracy and ball handle, just like that, get you your 10 playmaking badges. And again, that's all you're going to need for the playmaking. You're going to be good just like that. Then you can go down to the defense. For defense, you want to max out your interior, which is pretty important this year, perimeter, lateral obviously, steal obviously, block as well, so you can block shots. And then you want to get your defensive rebound also up to a 74 right here, which will give you 20 defense badges, which is super good. And all of your defense is in the like mid 80s right here, and it's pretty crazy this year that you can make a build with mid 80s defense and still like a 90 mid-range, 93 pointer. This build is super good, and it's really probably going to be a super fun build to play with. Plus another good thing about this build is if you play randoms in the park or you play the rec a lot, this is a good build just to hop into that with, because like I said, you can play off ball. You don't have to be ball dominant, which pretty much every player in the park is, unless you're talking about a big man. So this is a really good build for a fill type of team, and that's why I really like it, and obviously why it will be so dominant this year. So this is the build right here, final attributes. Then once you have all of this set up like this, you can go ahead and click continue. For the body shape, this really does not matter. You can choose whichever one you want. It won't affect the badges, it won't affect the attributes. All it does is change how the build looks. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and take defined, but again, you can choose whichever one you want. Then for the height right here, you just want to leave this at 6'5". You don't want to go up. You start to lose speed, shooting, defense, pretty much everything that this build is good for, you start to lose. And if you go down, you're going to start to lose height, you start to lose rebounding and stuff, and you don't really gain anything other than speed. So just leave it right here at 6'5". That's the perfect height. Then for the weight right here, you want to bring this all the way down, not quite to minimum, since you can bring it up a couple pounds and you'll be able to get that interior defense back without losing anything. So just bring it up 3 pounds right here, so that your interior defense says -5 instead of -6. 178 pounds, that's the perfect weight for this build. Go ahead and say yes. Now for the wingspan right here, this is a little bit of personal preference. I think that probably the best wingspan for this build is going to be either -1, so 80.6. This is so that you get +1 to 3, +1 to mid-range, and you lose a couple of your defensive stats, but it's mostly rebound and block and stuff, not too important. or you could also go up to 84.2. This will take your shooting down 2 each, but it will give you some extra defense, which is good. But I think that the best wingspan for this is probably this one right here, 80.6. This one is good as well, but I don't think you want to lower your shooting just for that little bit of defense. If you do, go ahead and take this. It also brings your ball handle down, brings your finishing up. That really doesn't matter too much. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and set it up right here, 80.6. Get that 3-pointer up to a 90. You're going to be greening everything you shoot. Just go ahead and confirm it like that. Now for the takeover right here, some personal preference for this. You can really choose whichever one you want. Usually for a lockdown build, I wouldn't recommend the shot creator, but since you have a 90 mid-range, you could definitely take the shot creator on this build, but I think the better option would be spot up or lockdown. It's really up to you. If you think you're going to be more of a shooter, take spot up. If you want to be more of a lockdown defender, take the lockdown. It's that simple. For me, I'm just going to go ahead and take the lockdown. Boom. And as you can see right here, two-way sharpshooter, shades of Joe Dumars, Tyrese Halliburton, and Klay Thompson. So a super good build right here. And now I'm going to take a quick second, like I said, and show you how to put on the badges for this build. I do recommend you stick around for this. It will only take a second, and hopefully it will help you make this build as good as possible. But first off, here's the final attributes. You can pause the video and look at this if you want to. But now onto the badges right here. First off, for the finishing badge, this really doesn't matter too much. You can put it on whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on to Slithery Finisher. But again, you could put it on whatever you want right there. Now for the shooting right here, you're going to want to get catch and shoot all the way up to Hall of Fame for sure, since this is going to be probably more of an off ball. Then same thing with Limitless Spot Up. You're going to want to go ahead and get that up. Same thing with Hot Zone Hunter. Again, one of the best badges. Sniper, as long as you know your jump shot release, also a super good badge. Get that up to Hall of Fame for sure. And then with these last 7 badges right here, you have a little bit of personal preference. I recommend getting Deadeye all the way up to gold, Corner Specialist onto silver, and then you could go for like Blinders is really good. Set Shooter is really good if you're going to be shooting from a set every time. Lucky number 7 is okay if you're shooting early in the shot clock a lot, and maybe Volume Shooter too, and Stop and Pop and Rhythm Shooter are good too, but I'm assuming this is going to be mostly an off-ball build, so I'm not going to worry about those. Instead, I'm just going to put Blinders up to silver just like this, and this is how I'm going to set up the shooting badges for this build. Super good shooting badge setup right here. You're not going to be missing. With your 93 pointer, you're going to be greening absolutely everything with these badges. Now for the playmaking right here, again, 10 is the perfect amount of playmaking badges. It allows you to get quick first step up to gold, handles for days up to gold, unpluckable onto gold as well, and then you can get bullet passer onto bronze. You could also get like hyperdrive or something like that, quick chain, but since again this is an off-ball build, I'm not going to put on any of these dribbling badges really. I'm just going to put on the super essential playmaking badges, which again this build can get perfectly with those 10 right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Now for the defense right here, again you have 20 defense badges, and you can get these all the way up to gold. So for right here, you're going to want to get Clamps onto gold, Menace onto gold, Intimidator onto gold, then probably you're going to want Pick Dodger onto silver if you're going to be playing on ball, which assuming you are, since you're a lockdown build, you're probably going to want to guard the ball handler most of the time. And then a few other good badges would be probably something like Interceptor all the way up to gold as well. And then with these last 6, maybe you want Ball Stripper onto bronze, Chase Down Artist onto bronze, something like Pickpocket onto bronze, just so that you get less fouls, and steals are just maybe a little bit OP in this game. So you definitely probably want to put this onto bronze, maybe even higher. But then I'm going to put Rim Protector, Rebound Chaser, and Tireless Defender all onto bronze with these last few badges. This is how I'm going to go ahead and set up the defense badges for this build. Go ahead, say confirm, and there you guys go. That is how you build the best two-way sharpshooter in NBA 2K22 current gen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Like I said, only 2% of people who watch my videos are actually subbed to my channel, so if you click that subscribe button right now, you can join the 2% gang. I really appreciate it. Helps out a lot. And also I stream on Twitch. My Twitch link will be down in the description below. Make sure you go follow me over there if you enjoy watching live streams. But yeah, that's going to be it. All right. Peace.